The only book you'll need to get you through corporate life. This book, I'll disclaim first, I actually haven't finished. However, I've skimmed through the premise of what this book is about, and this is your rule book for navigating and succeeding in corporate, in your career. So much we tend to think that your career is based on your hard skills, your ability to use technology, Microsoft Word, or editing, or anything technical. Your emotional skills, your emotional intelligence is what your career success is built on. I promise you that. How many people do you know who are brilliant at their technical aspects of their job, yet they can't communicate their value? In this video, I want to go over some of the main talking points in this book. This book is titled The Emotionally Intelligent Office: 20 Key Emotional Skills for the Workplace. My name is Tion. I help professionals take back control of their career using effective communication, personal branding, and career strategy planning. If you would like help working with me one-to-one, click the link in the description and me or my team will reach out to you. So let me share with you the first few pages of this book. So if you can see that, here are the 20 key skills that this author has lined up that you need to have in order to succeed in the workplace. To name a few, we have adaptability, we have communication, we have innovation, we have leadership, we have supportiveness, confidence. Let's move to number 4, communication. Why will emotional skills become so imperative in the next 5, 10 years? They're already imperative for you to have now, but people who don't have them will just get exposed, especially in this new era of work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group some of these 20 qualities together and talk about them in the whole. For example, having charm, having communication, having confidence, and having creativity all go hand in hand together. Charm, communication, confidence, and creativity, the 4 C's. Imagine if you had those 4 C's in your arsenal. How much more influential, how much more charismatic would you actually be? Do you think you would have a hard time getting influence, getting buy-in for your ideas? Do you think you would have a hard time talking with your colleagues if you had communication, if you had charm, if you had confidence and creativity? How much more fun would you be to talk to? See, a lot of the time we tend to think that our work needs to do the talking because we're at work. If you make the mistake of simply doing your task, going home, and not talking to anyone about it, you're making a huge mistake. One that might not be costing you consciously, but over time it will add up and you will notice it in missed opportunities. You will realize your colleagues who do have some degree, they're not perfect, but they have some degree of confidence, of communication, of charm, and of creativity. They are the ones who get the opportunities while you are still stuck in your same role. The next set, we have entrepreneurship, innovation, and leadership. Three things that you might be thinking, what? Entrepreneurship? I'm a professional. I don't own a business. Let me tell you something. It is going to become a requirement for you to be entrepreneurial in your career. You have to think of yourself as an organization. You yourself, your name is your company, Tion Tate Inc. Your name incorporated, your name limited. You are a company and you have a brand. You have a reputation. You have a unique skill set that you utilize to solve other people's problems. And in return, they pay you. You are literally a company. The people who realize this and the people who lean into this and utilize this even more are the ones who are successful. Who's going to be more desirable for a job? One person that nobody knows, or one person who has some sort of personal branding online? Some person who knows what skill sets they have, who people know and have a reputation of. You're still early. A lot of people don't recognize this. They don't have any online presence. They aren't conscious about building a brand, about building something they stand for, building something they can be recognized for. Most people aren't privy to this. And in a world where, number one, everyone has degrees. Number two, we are in the era of globalization. A tech company in America that needs to hire for a software engineering role, they have access to America, to Europe, to Australia, to Africa, to South America. They have access to the whole world, meaning you're no longer competing with people just in your vicinity. There are 5 times, 10 times, 50 times more candidates for the same role. You have to differentiate yourself in some way. It is now more rare for somebody to come to an interview, to come to a opportunity with communication, with a personal brand, with leadership skills, with these 20 skills. It is much more rare to find somebody who has mastered or even has some degree of competence with these skills than somebody who just has a degree. Innovation. We are moving into an era where innovation is everything. And I'm going to make a separate video on this, but I'll give you a preview. Ideas are going to be worth an infinite amount of money. Ideas are everything. In this new era we're moving into, ideas are everything. The reason why that is because 50 years ago, if you had an idea, you had to put up $10,000 straight away to get it off the ground. You had to know the right people to get your idea. Let's say if you wanted to publish a book, I'm sure it was a lengthy, mundane, clunky process. Imagine you had that idea 50 years ago. The effort, the thought of you going through all that hassle probably killed that idea before it even left your mouth. Let's fast forward to now, 2026. If I have an idea to write a book, I can ask ChatGPT to write me a book in 10 minutes and I can have it posted online in 5 minutes. Ideas are everything. It is so much more easier, more effortless for us to transmute our ideas from our brain into reality. Meaning, if you have an idea, that idea might be one to change the world, and it will be easier to implement. Ideas are worth everything in this new era. This isn't just if you have a business idea, this is also in your job, in your careers. People want to innovate. People want to take advantage of the new technologies available. Innovation. I'm going to say this again. I've actually not read this book fully. I got this book literally about 3 years ago, and it's been sat in my cupboard. But I've moved more into this communication coaching, especially for careers, in the past few months. And this book literally speaks directly to who I'm trying to help. So, number one, I'm going to read this book. I definitely recommend you picking up this book. And if you want help working with me one to one to take your career back, comment the word. If you want help working with me one to one to take back control of your career, click the link in the description and me or my team will reach out to you. Thank you.